Hey guys, welcome back. I've got another tip for you today. I'm sitting in my tackle shop looking out the window here, dreaming about open water fishing. Wisconsin in the winter is cold, snowy, and the lakes are iced over completely. I'm not much of an ice fisherman, so I can't say that that gives me my fishing fill. I'm looking forward to the upcoming tournament season and heading to Lake Okeechobee in early February. Yeah, so I'm sitting here thinking about wintertime fishing and getting everything ready. And before I get into my tip, I want to point out that you guys need to subscribe to the channel. I select one lucky subscriber every month to win a Bridgeford beef jerky prize package. So make sure you subscribe so that you get entered into that drawing. I greatly appreciate it, and if you win, it's a pretty nice box of jerky, so make sure you do that. But while I'm sitting here in my basement thinking about wintertime fishing, I'm getting a bunch of my tail spinner baits rigged and ready to go for next year. You know, we do have a couple of tournaments where they're going to be very much pre-spawn events, and the tailspin is a great bait. It's a really good bait for wintertime fishing throughout the country. I mean, I throw it right up until ice up for giant smallmouth up north, and if you live down south, you get a lot of those suspended largemouth and suspended spotted bass to eat a tail spinner. And one thing I want to point out that a lot of people don't do is when you get a stock tail spinner, and these are old cotton cordell, but if you get a newer tail spinner, I think this is a Lunker Hunt, you know, they come with a standard blade on the back. This is the stock one that came with it. You can dramatically alter the presentation of your tail spinner by changing the blade on the back. You know, I carry some spare sizes, both smaller blades, as well as, you know, different variations of colors and size. You know, if by rule of thumb for me, you know, you're good with the standard blade that comes on it. But if I'm looking for a slower fall, I'll put a bigger blade on. If I'm looking for a faster fall, you know, I can put a smaller blade on. If I'm fishing gin clear water, definitely think about going to a much smaller blade. You know, a smaller blade, when you're in that clear water, a lot of times the fish, they see your bait already. They don't need a ton of motion to draw the fish to come and eat it. So, you know, in my opinion, a bigger blade in clear water can be a deterrent to getting strikes, especially in the winter. You know, wintertime fish are much less aggressive and don't necessarily want a big throbbing blade in their face. So, you know, I prefer to go with really small blades. I think that generates more strikes overall, like throughout the entire year. But I do like to go with a bigger blade when I'm fishing dirtier water, or I'm fishing in a feeding window where the fish are much more active, or where the water is warmer than, you know, what you have throughout the winter period. So if I've got fish in the summer where I'm getting them to eat a tail spinner, I do like going with a bigger blade. But generally, the larger blade for me comes into play if I'm fishing more off-colored water. If I've got a couple feet of visibility, I like to go with a larger blade, and one that's even got some color on it. I love chartreuse blades. I love white blades as well. You know, those two colors in dark water will give off more light and allow that fish to find your bait easier. So, you know, I just want to point out the fact that you can really change the action of your tail spinner by changing the blade size. You don't have to stick with the blade that comes with that bait. In fact, most of the time, the blade that's on the tail spinner, the stock blade that comes with it, it wasn't necessarily paired with that bait specifically. Like it's not going to, by changing the blade, you're not going to be changing the action of this bait. The bait doesn't have any action. All the tail spinner's doing is controlling that rate of fall and creating some vibration to allow the fish to find it. So you can really change up the appearance of your bait, the rate of fall of your bait, and how much water disturbance by changing the blade. And you will find that you can generate a lot more strikes by making that simple change to either a larger blade or a smaller blade. And that's my tip for you guys today. If you like throwing tail spinners, play around with the different blade sizes, and don't be afraid to switch types of blades. You want to slow your fall down dramatically, put a Colorado blade on instead of a willow. If you want to speed up the fall, take the Colorado blade off and put a willow on. There's a lot you can do with your tail spinners just by changing the blades. So that's my tip for you guys. If you're lucky enough to get out and fish open water during the winter, throw a tail spinner. You'll get a lot more bites. And I'll just keep sitting up here in my tackle room thinking about the ice coming off. Good luck to you guys.